But I am here. Make sure no one's selling anything first. Oop, I got some money. Ooh, made a nice little chunk. Alrighty! Hello everyone, Bubble Ninja 720 here, bringing you part 54 of my livestream playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. Now, last part, we made it to Ishgard. Sadly, there is no company chest here. So, oh well. But, we shall press on. That was a very, very hard pause there. Alright, let us continue. Must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. But recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments, Master. Gibralont. Just Gibralont will do, and I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but not note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping in on their way to and from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. Speak of the lowest levels, yes. Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? Pardon me, by the way. Although my sinus infection seems to have gone away, my nose is injured. I don't know if I dislocated it or something. I don't know. It's probably soft tissue damage, but still a little sniffly. Bit of pain, but I shall manage. Because when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. I'm just going to go ahead and pregame one of these. My internet quality is acting up. WTF, mate. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it. While the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that, mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below. And something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. Gotta go send some messages to some people. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alphino, I think it would be best if we return to Fort Tomp Manor. You go on ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Miss Tartaru, I am afraid that it is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place, least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tartaru? Hey, little bro. Look around, Alphino. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please, do you know how often I looked after the waking sands on the rising stones by myself? If I had a gill for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. But I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on the patron in my establishment. Good man. That settles it then. Dr. Ruhiro and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by link pearl if you require assistance. I will. Were you able to play catch-up on the storyline? Quite a bit happened. Oh, I kind of want to go do it. You know what? I love the storyline, so I'm picking up some of these classes, especially the Dark Knight. After witnessing a spectacle like that, everyday life seems rather dull in comparison. So you didn't see that trial earlier? Ah, your loss. For fury take me, the way that heretic swung that slab of iron he called a sword was a sight to behold. Ah, nice. Couldn't have carried a shield if he'd wanted to. The blade was so big. Had to keep two hands on it at all times. I was amazed he managed to keep up with the Temple Knight for as long as he did. Fought like a demon from the deepest pits of the seventh hell, bellowing threats and working his arts. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first. Then I heard someone say that he must be a Dark Knight. But you didn't hear that from me, eh? In fact, I'm sure I don't know anything about it. Ye gods, are you mad? We're standing outside the bloody tribunal. Fine, fine, but keep quiet and listen well, because I'm only going to say this once. Our end. So as I was saying, that heretic was fighting like a man possessed. Even after he took several wounds, he showed no sign of pain, though there was no mistaking the blood. As the fight wore on, it began to soak through his armor, spreading to every ilm of his body. But when it began to rise and envelop him as a mist, I realized it wasn't blood, but something dark and twisted. But the righteous are not so easily cowed. Helone be praised. I screamed myself hoarse when that Temple Knight slipped past his guard and ran him through. Good riddance, I say. Man was not meant to wield such arts. Yet I wonder, was he truly one of those... Well, it matters not. I heard the Temple Knight talking about dumping his corpse in the broom. By sunrise it'll be stripped bare and tossed over the walls. It'll be as though he never was, and as though he never had this conversation. The only pain in the butt thing is these classes start at 30. Okay, so I can get Astrologian and Machinist as well. I could technically get Blue Mage as well, but that's over in Limsa. There you are. That's more than far enough for charity. They'll take care of the rest. And mayhaps sooner rather than later. Come on. I've been waiting for you to open your eyes. You all right? You're moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Name's Frey, by the way, and no, I'm not a heretic. Try convincing a temple knight drunk on authority of that, eh? Shame the pompous arse got the better of me. But how about you? You touched it, yes? That couldn't have felt good. A voice, eh? And a rather distressed one besides. Please, someone, anyone! Not so fast. We need to talk about what's happening to you, what's growing within you before you get carried away. There's darkness within us all, nothing dangerous, mind. In fact, it's quite healthy. But the crystal changes you, gives you the power to channel it. Do it without proper training, however, and, well, it might hurt. So go ahead, ask me to teach you. Ask me to instruct you in the ways of the Dark Knights, and I will. Of course, I gotta actively ask them. I know you're still worried about that screaming woman, so I'll keep this brief. We Dark Knights don't care one whit for prestige or pedigree. We are free to follow our hearts, to defend the weak and punish the guilty as we see fit. The law of the land, the authority of a name, these are tools cowards use to escape harm. We have no need of shields, figurative or literal. Here, my blade is your blade, my soul crystal your crystal. Go on, take them. You'll need them soon enough. And it gave me a level up. Awesome! We'll go and pick up the other quests for the jobs. Just unlock them, and then we'll continue on. Machinist can be really fun, especially in PvP. I like to run around and snipe people. My prospectometer seems rather fond of you. Let's see, shall we? Odd garb, striking presence. Would I be right in assuming that you're one of those adventurous types? I thought as much. My prospectometer seldom lies. And let me just say, you have made the right choice in visiting our humble workshop. Welcome to the Sky Steel Manufactory, where miracles are born from aether, metal, and imagination. From cannons to ballistas, we develop and manufacture a range of weapons designed for slaying dragon invaders. We are also accepting students who wish to take up a firearm and learn the techniques of the Machinists. What say you? Are you interested in joining us and exploring the Machinist discipline? Hell yeah! You are? Well, of course you are. Otherwise, my prospectometer would not have registered your obvious interest. In my excitement, I neglected to introduce myself. The name's Stefanovian. Stefanovian. The Helenart. And you are. Why do they have to have really long and complex names? Hero, is it? Well, Hero, allow me to welcome you once more to the Sky Steel Manufactory. As I mentioned before, it is our charge to develop and manufacture weapons designed for slaying dragon invaders. But pray forget about those tired old inventions. The future lies in machinistry, a technology that weds the genius of Master Garlon's Magitech with traditional aetherology. Every single one of my latest creations employs the principles of this unique discipline. And in the steady hands of trained machinists, my new inventions are going to alter the very face of warfare. Though I would dearly love to expand upon my revolutionary theories, we should begin by familiarizing you with the tools of the trade, so to speak. Have you time now for a brief lesson? Sure. Bring it. Splendid. Now the first thing you must learn is the proper technique for handling a fire. Where in the hell is our master of marksmanship? I swear the man is never about when I need him most. How dreadfully embarrassing. Here I've mercilessly piqued your interest, and now I must ask you to call again at a later convenience. Mayhap the next time you visit, our instructor will deign to put in an appearance. Then we can outfit you with the equipment necessary to learn basic marksmanship, and I might explain to you the particulars of the machinist profession. I'm afraid he's gone for good this time, your lordship. Left a letter of resignation on your workbench and all. Confound the man. Cannot afford to lose such a pivotal employee at this crucial juncture in our growth. Joy, prepare mine accoutrements. I shall drag that scoundrel back by the lapels if need be. But my lordship, we ain't even sure where to start looking. You make a salient point, my dear. My prospectometer points to the lands of La Nocia. Yes, I should have realized that he would return to his homeland. La Nocia, my lordship. Are you sure you want to go there? I hear it's a nasty place, where folk will clout you across the face as soon as I look at you. Ah, well. Must admit a little familiarity with its environs. Hark, Joy, the prospectometer chirps again. Of course, our aspiring machinist. We shall have the worldly hero here act as our guide. For an explorer who has braved the harshest corners of Eorzea, the wilds of La Nocia must be akin to a garden path, is that not so? Aye, 'tis but a garden path. I'd be a pirate for a few seconds. You see, Joy, my prospectometer never steers me awry. You will consent to guide us then, hero? Fine. Then 'tis settled. Joy here, in addition to her loyal service to House Helionar, is the finest shot in the manufactory. As a novice machinist, I suggest you mark her technique well during our little jaunt to La Nocia. Speaking of which, we must needs decide upon a somewhat less vague destination. I seem to recall our absent instructor mentioning companions from a camp overlook. Let that be our first port of call. I forgot, that one has an extended unlock. I think Astrologian does as well. But I'll go ahead and start that one. The Ethereum Astrologicum. Greetings and welcome to the Ethereum Astrologicum. Perhaps you were drawn by fate to this place of learning, or perhaps you wish to know more of fate itself. Sure. And you are wise to come hither, for in the stars are written the fates of every woman and man on Heidelin. It was there in the stars that I read a man would call upon the Athenium this very day, a man who would play an important role in my own life. Ah, but my apologies. Even the most skilled reader cannot scry a name from the heavens. Would you be so kind as to give me yours so that I might know who is to be my newest protege? Yeah, sure. Hero? Well, I was not expecting that. But what is a name but an attempt by our begetters to wield power over the lives of their sons and daughters? Lives whose paths have already been foretold, in a sense, that is. My name is Janaquar Durandare, and I am an astrologian for the Holy See. Remember that name, for it shall echo forevermore in the annals of Ishgardian history. Well, it will once I put it there. Once we put it there. Stairway to the Heavens. Now, where to begin? I suppose I could consult my divining deck for an answer. That'd be too easy now, wouldn't it? Very well, at the beginning it is. Astrology, or the reading of the stars, is a branch of astrological science which originated in distant Charlan. There have been astrologians in Ishgard for thousands of years, but it wasn't until 3 centuries ago, when Adnal the Younger learned that the movement of the stars could also be used to foresee the movements of the Durranian horde, that the field became popular. Since then, what was once a single science is bifurcated into 2 similar yet ultimately different schools of learning. The Charlean school of astrology and the Ishgardian school. The former placing a focus on tapping celestial aether and transforming it into beneficial magics or astromancy, the latter specializing solely in determining the actions of our dragon enemies to the north. I am a student of the former, the only student of the former here in Ishgard, and have been actively seeking a partner with whom to conduct my research. Let us just say that my fellow astrologians here have been less than approving of my path. But that is simply because they are afraid of what they do not know. Once they do know of how Charlian astrology can benefit the sea and its soldiers, they will feel foolish for ever having doubted me. Us. You will be joining me, will you not? Walking the path that has been laid out before you, instead of stubbornly denying your fate, postponing the inevitable. I see you wasted no time making your decision. Like I always say, the stars are never wrong. Alas, even a lifetime of study and training cannot unlock all the secrets written in those stars. Myself, I have been a student of the astromantic arts for more summers than I can count, and I still often misread the signs shown to me in the skies. Though my readings are far more accurate now than they were when I attended the Athenaeum in Charlian. Not the Charlian, mind you, the colony that once thrived in the Geranian hinterlands. I can recall my time there like it was but yesterday. The first 6 moons I was not even allowed to touch the deck of 60, let alone conduct a reading with the major arcana. Most of my time is spent in the scriptorium transcribing old tomes of astrological fundamentals such as the 6 elemental houses, divine duplicity, class triplicity, house modality and polarity, dignity versus detriment. I abhorred the task and would tirelessly pester my instructors as to when I might actually be granted the opportunity to weave a spell or perform a reading. It wasn't until the end of the 6th moon that I realized all that transcribing had prepared me with the essentials I would need to do those very things. The positions of the celestial bodies within the 6 elemental houses and their relation to the major and minor arcana of the deck of 60, therein lie the secrets that to tapping the ethereal power locked in the heavens. And soon you too will become privy to these secrets. But not this day, no. I would not have you transcribe musty old tomes like I was once forced to do. No, the task I have for you is much more interesting. You see, I am expecting the arrival of a very important guest. My old mentor from the studium has agreed to make the journey from the old world to Ishgard to speak with the Holy See regarding the implementation of Charlian astrological techniques in city-state defense. Alas, the professor and his party are now fully 7 days late in arriving, and I have begun to worry for their safety. Should be much obliged, therefore, if you would inquire of the other astrologians here at the Athenaeum if they have heard aught. Blah. Why would Lord Janicord think I had information on the whereabouts of a handful of unbelievers from across the blood-brine sea? I am an astrologian, not a fortune-teller. I cannot simply look into the stars and ascribe the location of the Viscount's guests. Unless his guests are dragons, that is. I suppose if anyone knew aught, it would be the observatorium. We here at the Athenaeum are but students dedicated to research. Those with any influence in our field are assigned to the astroscope. Let me guess. The good Lord Janicoin said he saw you in a vision and that the stars told him that you were to study Charlian astrology with him. Am I close? You must be the 100th of his little pets to pester me this week alone. I harbor no ill will toward ignorant unbelievers unlucky enough to find themselves caught up in the talk of stars and fortunes, but you may tell that sorry excuse of an astrologian, for the umpteenth time, that I have heard naught concerning his imaginary friends from faraway Charlian. Just do not tell the Viscount I called him the sorry excuse for an astrologian, alright? Janiquard, that's his name, is still waiting for word of his missing Charlians instead of actually making an effort to find them, is he? Of course he is. Is it any wonder that in the nearly 15 years since his return from Charlian, his skill in astromancy has remained unchanged? Any wonder that he has never yet managed to convince a single peer of the value of the Charlian school? He's a privileged little sprat who spends more time gazing at the stars in young maidens' eyes than actually trying to read the ones above his head. Alright. You tell the poor man I just returned from the observatorium, and one night at the communal feasting hall happened to overhear Chief Astrologian Forlamort speaking with one of his aides regarding Charlian. He was visibly upset, and I wasn't about to risk my career over something I care little about, so I merely put my head down and ate my beet soup. That is all I know, and you did not hear it from me. Master Vorlamort, and I thought this day could not get any worse. Oh no. I'm not suggesting that meeting you in any way has been unfortunate. It is just, it may not be in our best interest to be seen together as of yet. There are certain people in the sea who do not approve of my studies. Couple that with the fact that you are an outsider and an unbeliever, and, well, people may come to the wrong conclusions. We must act with caution until we can prove that our intentions are just and for the good of all of Ishgard. And I must ask you to travel to the observatorium alone and meet me there. Cool. Those are started. Technically, the only class I was able to actually manage to pick up was Dark Knight, though. Pardon me a second. Alright, so since we got those picked up, I'm going to go ahead and continue the storyline. For those of you that don't remember, and for those of you that haven't caught up yet, a lot has happened. After we saved Ishgard from being attacked by Lady Iceheart and the Dravanian Horde, and of course, you know, the Dragon Song War starting back up again, we were to go to Ul'dah for a party. Unfortunately, there was people that wanted to take advantage of that, and so they poisoned the Sultana, Dynamo. So she's apparently dead now. Raban got his arm chopped off by Ilberd, his buddy turned rogue, and after Raban chopped a potato in half. And in the subsequent battles, we lost all but myself, Alphino, and Tatsuru of the Scions. So, yeah. A lot of people are unaccounted for. Well, come, Master Hero. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes, please, Sarah. Oh, and we're taking Sanctuary, or what is it called? Yeah, we're just taking Sanctuary in Ishgard right now. Because we've been accused of killing the Sultana. Tell us then, Master Alphino, does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagine pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns of the Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Saramark has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you have done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Alphino. Alright, just making sure. You are guests in my home to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. Minus the fact that we're branded murderers right now. As for you, Master Hero, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artois and Ameneline in their duties. I beg your pardon. I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. No man or a fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work. Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station, and show Master Hero the respect he deserves. The man who slew Gaius Van Balsar and some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. If you can pardon them their impropriety, Master Hero, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Very willing. They may even learn something from you. It would seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never a doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, the House Fortemps has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would have us publicly serve Ishgard, while simultaneously keeping his sense of check. This is an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I can think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our very own. Let's get the silver. Onwards and upwards. So we have the one brother that is completely lazy and unprofessional, basically likes to shirk his duties. And we got the other brother that's overbearing in terms of following his duties. Shall we be off then, old boy? But where are my manners? I'm Madeleine de Fortemps, second son of Count Edmond de Fortemps. Trueborn, that is. Yes, I know what you're thinking, and you're absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Now, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true, but who could be satisfied subsisting on a meager allowance, forever overshadowed by a sibling? Not I, old boy, not I. Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business in the Sea of Clouds goes swimmingly, so that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts, or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Artois. Ambitious, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding. Well, don't look at me like that. I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House Helionart. They have ever been our steadfast friends to our house. Oh, they have ever been steadfast friends to our house. Wow. Though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity, poor blighters. As for what precisely we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. Just to give you all a heads up, since I'm in the new X-Pack, I will not be able to fly anymore. Well, I'll be able to fly if I go back to the Realm Reborn zones, but flying here is restricted until I can do the requisite tasks. Then I'll be able to unlock it zone by zone. Over the wall. Wow, it was swallowing at the same time. Over the wall. That's the name of the quest. Let us begin anew, Master Hero. I am Cerebral de Fortemps, eldest son of Count Edmond de Fortemps. You will forgive me my outburst, I hope. I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike some. Harshaphon has spoken of you often. If you are even half the man he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then, we will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of houses Durandare and Zamail. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it. Aye, well, suffice it to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture. We shall speak more of that anon. First, we must need secure transport to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo Stables and Foundation. Alright. So it's at this point that the story is going to fork. And I have to do both parts of the fork in order to continue on. Now, one's going to take me to Camp Cloud Top. The other one's going to take me to Kurth's Western Highlands. I think I'm going to do the Highlands first. I'm not a fan of the Sea of Clouds. Sea of Clouds is not fun at all. So we'll go to Sky Steel. Greetings, Master Hero. I've saddled a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands, as per Lord Utswirl's instruction. Will this be your first time riding a black chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly. Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high, too, even over Snowcloak. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. So just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please. Yeah, sure. I'll take the ride. In chocobo lore, the black chocobo is the chocobo that's able to fly. White chocobos usually heal. Yellow chocobos are just basically horse birds. And red chocobos could drop a big-ass meteor on your head. And the big bad fat chocobo can eat your items and store them for you for a later time and then spew them out whenever you need them.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, he came.
The world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. To business. Sir Redwald is in charge here. He should be expecting us. Oh yeah, I forgot. I just said it, and I tried flying and it didn't work. It has been far, far too long, Lord Arturo. And who might your companion be? Pray forgive us our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Hero, Ward of House Forton. Ah, yes, of course. Lord Gillamont spoke of you. I, Sir Redwald of House Durandare, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Master Hero is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then with your permission, I shall recount the tale for his benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights, and some few villagers, and then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics, Lady Iceheart and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we of House Fortemps are at your disposal, Sir Edwald. You need not but tell us where to begin. Wait. I'm already 4 levels ahead of the game. Work in progress. Several craftsmen in service of Houses of Mail are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Roth, their foreman, tells me he has need of a man with your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? Sure thing. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to end up changing up the mountains. Instead of just constantly doing the Phoenix. Hello? Yes, I am Rose, and who might you be? Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honor of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Sent me over on one of them blackbirds, same as you, to build a men to tell others how to build a men. But fury take me, this ice. It's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you. Mark my words, there's pockets of them here and there, just waiting for me to turn my back so they can sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stay and watch long enough, you're sure to find them. Roger, Dodger. Man, my voice is still kind of weak. Alright. I'll change it up for a later date. Right now, it's just a waste of time. Oh, it says to go up. Having fun with your PS5, little bro? Interesting. Yeah, I heard that they kind of made a bit of a bounce back with that DLC. Of course, I still haven't even played the base game yet. Alright. Our first quest is done. Time to go back and turn it in. Oh, nice. Ha! Now there's a man what looks like he's found his marks. You're just the sort we need around here, the kind that'll hop hop to when he sees the task undone. Well, first and foremost, you're a dab hand at Warcraft, I can tell. Not that I've had any skill at arms to speak of mine, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a waste to keep you to myself, when there are others who needs the help same as me. So if you're keen to keep on doing what you've done, I'd ask you to head north to the Pike, the bloody huge statue out in the wastes, if you've never seen. Mason by the name of Theramont is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Theramont, but I reckon it's taken on too much work for one. Might be there's something you can do for him. Cool. Oh yeah, I am actually back to the part where I don't have the map even filled in. Oh yeah, probably be a good idea for me to start tuning again too. Remember, whenever you get to a new area, always touch the aetherite. Oh, I feel so bad. My wings are clipped. At least I can still go boom. I can still poof. Too bad I can't melt snow or like kill ice sprites with it. Gonna get a lot of XP doing this. See if I can skirt around all these enemies that are aggroable. Hey, look at that. I managed to do it. Hail to you, traveler. What brings you out this way? Foreman Roth bid you to assist me. Well, far be it from me to return down a helping hand. I've been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I'm just the thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slay 3 and bring me their bristles, I'd be in your debt. Sure. Maybe I can get some deep eye tears while I'm at it, too. Ha! Got 3 files of it already. I'll take it. Four deep eye tears? Nice. Ah, no you don't. You're not going to hypnotize me. There you are. Have you the bristles? Ah, feel how coarse that is? That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from the statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Haldreth, first of the Azure Dragoons and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. A symbol of everything the Javanians despise, which is why they've taken to searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer this desecration of our nation's hero. Soon this statue will be as it once was, a proud shining testament to the determination of Ishgard, and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as a proud Ishgardian, I I could ask for no greater honor. From on high. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Usador, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. Henry Road, while you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. Convenient. This is how I get more quests. Like you and your fetch quest kind of thing. Ah, you guys can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I think I gotta go this way to actually get there. But we're gonna go around you, because you're aggroable. What's that? A package? I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about. Confound it, that full of a... what a waste. It was a gift, adventurer. Theramont labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A highborn knight cannot be seen favoring a lowborn mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern, as well as your willingness to assist Theramont. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Pray give my regards to Sir Redwall. Sounds like someone that's supposedly highborn, supposedly like someone that's lowborn. As if that tale hasn't been told before. I miss being able to fly. I think another reason to come out here is to get the ability to be able to fly, you need to unlock a quest, and I think it is out here in this area. Part of my reasoning when I do the quest from now on too, wow, I can't even hop that, will be to, when I get to an area, try to get flying as quick as possible for each area at the earliest convenience, so that way we can expedite things. I must applaud your initiative, Master Hero. Rawl tells me you've been quite busy. Alas, we haven't had the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Utswell included. Since I'm pretty much in all augmented ironworks gear, all these are not upgrades, they're actually downgrades. Reconnaissance lost. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Drillamont said. Good. We have lost contact with a reconnaissance party sent north to River's Meet in search of the heretics' hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune, we know not. But regardless of the cause, we must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim, and has claimed, the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Arturo will be working together. Seek him out when you are ready to depart. Good luck. Seems we have been assigned to the area near Camp Rivers Meet, Master Hero. Unless you are unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from the Kurth's Western Highlands. One of many sacrifices made in the wake of the calamity. It will not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. There is but one way to find out, though. Let us be off. It would be quite bad tidings if one of the kids just happened to, kick the bucket because they got a little too gung-ho with heading off on their own. I need another lozenge. Alright, let's get back to brass tacks. Oh. This is gonna pop up a fate in a minute. There, below us, Camp Rivers Meet, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend the cliff safely from here. Should we follow the beast below and make short work of us? Come, I know a path to the riverbed below, east of the Black Iron Bridge. Damn, I was gonna say I could just drop below and I'll be fine. As long as I don't get into combat, of course. Damn. If the reconnaissance party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it is possible that recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternative route to the Camp Rivers Meet. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shortcut this area. Oh shit, I didn't even see you. Alright. Get wrecked. The Aetherite was destroyed. Eat my... Oh. Are you alright? I heard sounds of a struggle. Thank the Fury. I thought no one would come. 3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved. Just like that? You certainly live up to your reputation, Master Hero. What happened here, Sarah? Was there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Not but white all around, so we saw shapes moving towards us, running towards us, with naked steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others... There was shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. Aye. My lord, the heretics' hideaway lies somewhere to the north. You must move quickly, before the snow buries all their traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must. Have faith, Sarah. Justice will be done, but first we must see you to safety. At the end of our hope. He has the right of it, Master Hero. Whatever remains of the heretic's trail will be gone with the next snowfall. But we cannot very well leave our friend here. And we'll see him in the Falcon's Nest to gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the heretic's trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith, being sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this plan may place you in a considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Rest assured we will not be far behind, and Hero, thank you. I'll leave a trail of ice. They're going to pare down 2 levels. The tracks continue to the north. A spineless heretic. Come on, let me beat you up. What's the matter? I was probably supposed to keep him alive. Oops. You know what? I think I'm supposed to head west. I'm supposed to go over here. Oops. Wait, I'm not allowed to go that way? Well, I guess I continue going north then. Mind you, it's been years since I played the storyline. Stop spitting snowballs at me. Oh wait, it's up here on the hill. That's what it's gotta be. What? You guys see me from that far? Oh yeah, because I'm 2 levels lower. Oops. I don't want to fight frost grenades. I don't want to fight anything. Stop spamming stuff on me. Am I supposed to go in here? Nope. Yeah, something tells me I wasn't supposed to kill the guy. I hope I didn't glitch the game out. This is a timer. Nope. Well, where the hell am I supposed to go? It has to be this area. Find the heretic's hiding place, but there's no building to go into. Alright, this is getting annoying. I'm gonna have to look this up. The end of our hope. Ah, never mind. I didn't every door. My bad. Hello. Eat my crits. Found it. I didn't even have to look it up. Yeah, ha ha.
Looking for me, I presume.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
No! It cannot be.
He cameth unto me, as didst thou, alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo. The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things, once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found, but I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice, and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people. To bring dragon and man together as they once were, and should ever be. It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control. Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored.
Alright, little bro. Catch you later, man. Rest well. Try not to work too hard.
We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Will do, little bro. Master Hero, praise Helena, you are alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Iceheart escaped. We must not let that detract from your accomplishment. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow this day, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. Knights be not proud. Grabbing that crit. The knights have matters here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest to share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after tracking heretics across mobs of ice and snow, I would say you are due a few hours' rest next to a warm fire. Oop, got stuck, sorry. It's a long ride back. Got a good swath cleared out for the map at least, that's good. Ah, leave me alone. Made it back. Lord Etzerel, Master Hero, full glad I am to see you both hale and healthy. What news? I mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive. By the Fury! I believe we have made great strides toward purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father in the Holy See. As will I, Lord Etzerel. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandare and Fort Tomp could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed. I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest? You most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Master Hero have accomplished more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. I return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. Oh, cheeky. I wonder. Yeah, I'll just have to port back. Shit. Never mind. We're gonna go to the Sea of Clouds first. We're gonna go do the other sun's tasks. Are you ready to depart, sir? The airship bound for Camp Cloudtop will be leaving shortly. Yeah, sure.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Cid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home. High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds, a frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost, within the sea of clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, he came.
Yay. Awfully cold up here. I mean, Kurthus may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And of course our hero is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain that strong silent persona all the time, you know. Never mind, we need to find Lady Leniette. She's in charge of the garrison here. And when we find her, just follow my lead, yes? Excellent. One in town. Gaily cats. Master Hero, welcome. I am Sir Leniette de Halionar, commander of the forces stationed here at Camp Cloudtop. Strange though it may sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you. I am in your debt, you see, and shall ever remain so. Were it not for you, my younger brother Frankel would have been executed upon the word of a false inquisitor. Alas, a knight must go where duty demands, and thus have I been unable to seek you out. But by the grace of Heloni, I have been granted an opportunity to thank my brother's savior in person, and to call upon his generous aid besides. Truly I know not what I have done to deserve this double blessing. It's a pleasure to see you again, my Lady Leniette. You cut an elegant figure as always, a steel-clad rose, equally at home on a battlefield or in a ballroom. Lord Amenelaine, if it is not too much to ask, I should be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Master Hero. Camp Cloudtop was established to provide early warning of impending Dravanian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it also makes us a ready target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced airship, is capable of downing all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, as you may have noticed, it is currently undergoing repair. What is worse, our efforts have been hampered by an indigenous beast tribe known as the Vano, with whom we have had several skirmishes already. No beast man is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a bird man and I'll show him a thing or two. I fear much more may be asked of you in the days to come, Master Hero. An indispensable ally. While I understand Count Edmont's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. True, it is entirely possible that he may learn something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he will make a mess of things. Tell him that I would like him to keep a watch for Dravanian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep Amenelaine from shirking his duty. A request from Leniette? Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Surely she must see me standing here but a few yalms away. Oh, never mind. What is it? Mission? Yes, of course. That is why I am here. I shall do as my lady asks. Ah, Master Hero. I do not believe I have properly introduced myself. My name is Honoroi, and I serve as at the pleasure of Lord Amenelaine. That was almost bad phrasing. Lady Lanyet would have me accompany Lord Amenelaine on his mission. Ah, I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Thank you. You are a capable child. Were he of another house, mayhap I would not feel obligated to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you, at least more so than others. Or mayhap you are more skilled at this than most. Aye, I suspect you have had to humor your fair share of difficult men before. Meeting the neighbors. Now that Amenelaine is out of harm's way, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles with the Vanu Vanu. We first encountered the Vanu sinuses. We first encountered the Vanu several years ago. We had just begun to explore the Sea of Clouds. After an exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to construct a permanent lookout post. There was peace between our peoples for half a year, until suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitudes towards us changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on supplies flown in from Ishgard. But words are no substitute for first-hand experience. Go and see Sir Marielle. She could use your assistance. Master Hero, I presume. Lady Lanyet told me you were coming. I hear tell you've never faced a Vanu before. Well, spend enough time on patrol and you're sure to cross paths with them eventually. These birdmen are native to the Floating Isles. I see birdmen, but they're not at all like the Ixal, unless that Ixal's mother was Gigas. Here, let me mark several locations on your map. If you discover any Vanu in these areas, kill or drive them away. Of course. Eat my crits. Kind of miss when enemies generated a little bit of gil whenever you kill them, the humanoid ones at least. I mean, it was a pittance, but at least it was something. I got some Gastornis eggs. Fuck you. Alright, now I can do this. Steel yourself for a mighty struggle, you find Nirvana lying in wait. Haha, stunned ya. Ah, screw off. Alright, you're not gonna come up here. Finish with your patrol. Anything to report? Yeah, maybe it was too much to hope for a day without a skirmish. At least I can take solace in the fact that Helani has blessed us with a mighty ally. Sense of urgency. Accepting your recent clashes with the Vanu, it cannot have escaped your notice that things here are rather peaceful, to the detriment of our garrison's discipline. Despite being built as an observation post, we have yet to record a single intrusion by the Horde. That is why, as far as everyone is concerned, Camp Cloudtop is a backwater of no significance. And of course, the pride of our camp, the Vaunted Protector, is in a perpetual state of needing repairs, so even were the Holy See to come under Dravanian attack, we would be unable to fly to their aid. Simply put, Master Hero, this is where ambition comes to die. If you have aspirations for advancement, you'd be right at home. However, I would like to think that enthusiasm can be just as contagious as apathy. If you'll indulge me, I would have you seek out the sentries and stoke their fighting spirit. Psych them up, you might say. So another thing I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of doing emotes for missions. Is it an attack? What should we do? What should we do? You had me fooled there for a moment, old boy. An amusing jest, albeit a tad cruel. Surely you must realize how unsuited I am to the monotony of mere sentry duty, yet still you tempt me with the promise of excitement. Now this won't do at all. Lady Lanyette will give me a grand mission as befits my station. Oops. Might have inspired him a little too much. Ye gods, where did that come from? Fine, if you insist. I will make an effort to be more alert, but really, I fail to see the point. We're hundreds of miles away from the front lines, which is just the way I like it. Thank you very much. Is there anything fluffier than a cloud? Oops, forgot. Well, what? What is it? Is it the Horde? By the Fury. Whatever possessed you to do that? I'm awake, worry not. After the shock you just gave me, I doubt I'll sleep for a fortnight. Okay, cool, I can climb up here and go across the rope bridge. Many thanks, Master Hero. Already I can see a change in our sentry's behavior. Beg your pardon, Lord of Menelaine said what? Huh, well, I have no doubt that Lady Laniette will do her utmost to oblige him. Hope springs eternal. If Lord of Menelaine is going to demand a more dangerous duty, then I expect Lady Laniette will want you to accompany him. Ah, you might as well speak with her sooner rather than later. There's no use avoiding the inevitable. Oh, great. Oops. Took a bit of a drop. Master Hero, Lord of Menelaine has just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand we have you to thank for this epiphany. Well, there's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding, then. Can I count on you to keep him safe? Sure. Excellent. We are in the constant need of fresh water in Camp Cloudtop, as there are no underground sources we can tap with wells. However, there is a unique variety of crystal we have recently discovered which may enable us to obtain water through other means. These spring crystals can be found in Vorcia and Saran, to the east of here. I'll have you and Menelaine bring one back to us. You may have to contend with the feral beasts which populate the lakes, not to mention Vano scouts ranging from their nearby settlement. Of course, that all pales in comparison to keeping the young lord entertained, but you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Good luck and be safe. Lady Laniette told you to tell me about my mission once again. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear she's avoiding me. Anyway, what is it? Finally, it's about time she entrusted me with a mission of real import. Right then, let's go, let's go. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I did. Not a fan of this place, even with flying. So this is the Vorsian Saran of legend. An area of Vanuan's sight. How disappointing. I could do with some sport. I know. Why don't you and I make it a competition? Whoever finds the superior specimen wins. Honor, I shall judge our entries on size, purity, and say aesthetic sensibilities. Let us begin at once. This water crystal does not appear to exhibit the properties described by Lady Glen yet. Perhaps you should inspect another. Yep. Ah, you suck. This crystal appears to be secreting a steady stream of water. Perhaps it is the spring crystal Lady Lenya seeks. Ah, Master Hero, have you brought your entry for the contest? My understanding of such things is limited, but can this truly be used to draw moisture from the air, like water from a pump? Fascinating. A series of unfortunate events. Lord Ameneline has been gone for an awfully long time. Did you perchance see him while you were searching for your crystal? Even he must realize the dangers of wandering too far in such a place. Yep, I am worrying about nothing, but I must ask that you assist me in looking for him, Master Hero. We shall find him more quickly if we split up. Pray search the southeastern area of Vorsi and surround as swiftly as you are able, and rendezvous with me in the north. Farewell and good luck. Survey the surrounding area for a time, but see no sign of a Ameneline. Master Hero, Lord Ameneline has been taken by the Vanu. They had my lord surrounded, a whole gang of them. Please, you must come quickly. Yep, duty calls. Founder must have taken him to that village. They have to present to their chieftain. I will make haste to the Rose House and tell Lady Lanyette what has happened. Yet by the time I return with aid, it may be already too late. Forgive me for asking, Master Hero, but should you spy an opportunity to sneak past the sentries and rescue Lord Ameneline in my absence, I beg you to take it. I know he can be a trifle presumptuous and insensitive, and, well, insufferable, but he doesn't deserve this. Yeah, sure, I'll get his royal snotness out of trouble. The little lordling. Haha. God, this kid runs so fucking slowly. Go. Nice, Harshafon. Thank you. Oops, I didn't mean to pull them. I hope they got pulled back.
Reinforcements? Anger of Honu, chief of mighty Vondo, royals like blackest storm clouds. Offer netherlings to the white. Cloud sea swells, and he comes.
Primal time. Yep. It's a big cloud whale.
The white, mighty Bismarck, lord of the mists!
A flying whale? By the Fury, it's a primal. We must away.
I think Sid's gonna come and save us.
Bloody typical. All right, we're going in.
Aye, aye, Chief.
All aboard!
Come on, Hush Fun. Good job. Evasive maneuvers. Think about cutting that one close. The gods only know what might have happened had we not been around to save you. No need for thanks, though. It's not as if you haven't done the same for us on a few previous occasions. All right, more than a few. More than a few. It was a blind chance that brought us together this time, in case you were wondering. The Holy See has petitioned the Ironworks for assistance with this creation of theirs, this creation of theirs, a protector. Apparently, they just can't seem to get her flying. Anyway, came to Camp Cloudtop to cast an eye over the ship, only to learn that you had arrived some few days before with an Ishgardian lordling in tow. Small world, I thought, just as said lordling's manservant skittered into view, babbling about his master having been captured and you risking all to rescue him. And the rest, as they say, is history. Right, well, I hate to cut short our reunion, but I'm here on business after all, and the boys are already hard at work. Don't worry, old friend. We'll speak again soon, I promise. Alright, Sid. See you later. A reward long in coming. Very well, I admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. I could very well have died, you know. Me, dead. On the other hand, by risking life and limb in the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal, and that, old boy, is no small feat. I have made a historic discovery, a fact even Lady Lanyette will have no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, I am rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, isn't it time we made her triumphant return? There we go. All the way back out there and talk with her again. Can I jump? Can I jump? Yes, I can. I might just hit 2 levels today. Holy crow. I need 23,000 XP. Oh yeah, I'm definitely leveling. Get off my ass. I'm going this way, so that way you guys won't bother me anymore. Praise Heloni, I feared the worst. What happened out there? A primal, are you sure? Yet, now that I think on it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the white whale of Vana legend, a massive creature said to swim in the sea of clouds. What I have learned of comparable summonings, the presence of the Vanu's god would certainly explain the sudden change in their behavior toward the people of Camp Cloudtop. You mean to say that they have fallen under the primal's influence? I recall reading of such things in the documents provided by Master Alphino. Are we forgetting something important, Lady Lanyet? A little recognition for the hero of the hour, a few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, and so on. Why, yes, you are right, of course. Master Hero deserves all that and more for having risked his life to rescue such an esteemed personage. Well, if there is naught else to discuss, I would depart for Ishgard forthwith. The Holy See and the Temple Knights must be informed of this new threat without delay. But of course, Master Hero, you have done more than enough here. Pray return to Ishgard with Lord Haurchefant and give my warmest regards to the Count. So that's it then. No more forays in enemy territory. Very well. I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, Lady Lanyet. May our next meeting take place under more felicitous circumstances. All's well that ends well, eh? To the airship landing then. You can speak on the journey home. Alrighty everyone, I've already overstayed, but basically, we are golden. We didn't get the second level today, but we will definitely start a level off next stream. Gonna go ahead and head back to the house, because it's been a little bit since I've been sitting there, and it'd probably be a good idea for me to, log out there so that way I don't lose it. Be a right pain in the arse if I lost it. Well, while we're heading there, let's see if we can't get a bit of look, shall we? Okay, good. Damn. We'll play one round. I'll extend it. We'll play a little bit of cards. Shouldn't take too long to queue up. Limited time event. Oh, come off it. You guys shouldn't take too long. Kinda looks goofy on a guy. You need to clean out some of this inventory. Got 51 silver pieces. Woo! That's a lot of coin. Let's go ahead and sell that. Nice. That was quick. Alright. So it's just draft? Okay. Going up against Onitenshi, there's Xeno Dark Side. I'm ready. Let's do this! The Great Azure will play first. Another Lion. Ah. I lost. She backed me in the corner. So Dark Xena will go up against Onitenshi, and I'll go up against someone else. That was a bad showing. Hopefully I can turn it around. I'm going up against Wyra. I'm ready. Come on. I don't have any way of taking that card. Got the dog though. At least keep it to a tie. Wow, I'm really showing a shit run. be coming up soon. They drew. Well, someone's going up against our fort and the other one's going up against Gutwit. And I'm going up against, I don't know who. But that was a horrible showing on my part. Tied for 6th with Wyra. Whew. Prideful stag, huh? Let's at least beat the shit out of Stag, huh? Hate going first. 6. At least I got to beat the shit out of him. I tied with Wyra. Damn it. Oni won. And they drew, so that means Oni Tenchi took 2nd place. Zeno took 3rd, and I tied for 4th. Damn. Oh well. At least give me a fresh card. Nope. Although La Habrea would have been a cool card to have. Oh well. Oh. Oh, my battery's low. Perfect, because I'll be leaving. Alright, Sultan. Lefty, I'm home. It's been a while. Hi, buddy. Later. Alrighty. Hello, my servants. Alright, everyone. Thank you all for watching. This has been part 54 of my live stream playthrough for Final Fantasy 14. Those of you all in the future, if you liked the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Keep up the content. Comment down below and tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay, though no spoilers, please. And I'll see you in the next video. Catch you then. Later.